So those little things come handy. And talking about voice here again, let's say you are at somewhere where you're having a good time with your friend, you've got a tea or beer, whatever you're into, and somebody approaches and they're trying to have a conversation with you and you don't really want to, you feel uncomfortable, you can actually have a buddy system. So you are there with a friend. What do you say? How do you set that up? Actually, would you mind elaborating a little bit more?
Yes, indeed. So say you decide to go out, and he was just saying you're going out with a buddy. It is always recommended that you go out with somebody else or a group of people if you're going to a public setting, like a bar or a club. With that being said, it's also advised that you come up with some type of a code name so that the person that you're with or the people that you're with know what that code name is. If I say my name is Sandy, and I'm hanging out, and somebody comes up, and I feel uncomfortable, and I said, "Did I tell you the other night that Sandy came over?" He's going to know I just dropped that name. I'm uncomfortable. It's time for me to go. So that way, you and that person, or you and that group of people, are aware that you have that word, and that's your out. It's always advisable to have a good out name.
So going back to winning without fighting, those are things you can do in advance to never find yourself in those situations. Unfortunately, life is not always that way. Sometimes you do find yourself in strange situations. You can do a number of different techniques, and some of which we'll go over. Some of you will actually play with us today as well. One of the things I want to talk about are pressure points. We all have certain parts of our body which are very, very sensitive. Our nerve endings are in certain places where it hurts. So everybody actually put your papers down. Take one of your arms up. Take the other hand and pinch yourself right on the inside.
Ow.
That one is a little bit. There are a number of different spots in our body which are very sensitive. For example, you like pain, don't you? You can also actually, there are a number of other places, yes.
I do.
You like it? You have a friend now. So there are other parts as well. For example, the inside of the thigh. It's very sensitive as well. Earlobes. If you just press them, it's not as painful, but if you take your thumbnail, then do it, that can actually hurt as well. In fact,
So he was just saying that pinching hurts. We know that, right? So there's another way you can actually pinch. If you take the top of your thumb and your pointer finger, and you put your pointer finger on top, and you squeeze the flesh in between that area, it's quite uncomfortable. So as he was saying, some of the vital areas, the thigh, the inside of the ribs, it's really uncomfortable. Apply a little bit of pressure and you will feel it.
Right, yeah, you can grab it better, give it more leverage. Yeah, really hard to get through jeans. You know, we don't have as much. I know. It's like, if I wanted to just like grab my arm.
Please do not do this to loved ones or small children.
now that everybody has had a chance to play and hurt themselves, there are also tools that can be utilized. Does anybody know what this is? It is? Yes. This is called a kubotan. It was invented by this gentleman in Japan in the 70s. It was used by police officers to restrain suspects and so forth. It's very painful, it's very sharp. You can point it in different places. It's illegal here, or using it as a weapon is illegal here. What you find here are very stub ones that don't have a point. Those you can actually have, you can carry around. They hurt. And you can actually use these on pressure points. Again, you can use these here, you can use them inside the arm, or if somebody has, for example, if somebody's got a grip on you, you can take this, put it right in here. That's not fun. Same thing can be done with a marker, with a pen. You can take this and actually kind of cause yourself pain. Let's say you don't have any of those things, maybe your cell phone. That edge does the same thing. Nature is always amazing, is full of amazing things. Your knuckles, you make it hard enough, and point it at yourself. So actually try that, everybody. Again, don't need to hurt anybody here. So make a fist and take your fingers, make a nice little knuckle, collapse it in.
You may grab you so you can show them.
Sure.
Okay.
So here, this gentleman is going to come and grab, and I'm like, oh, I can't fight, it's too hard. I'm going to take my knuckle, take it right in between. Okay.
Good job.
As I said, it just takes a little bit of exertion. It does not take so much pressure. So those are some of the little accessories that you can use if you ever find yourself in the risk.